All right, what's good? What's good, man? What's good? Appreciate everybody being in the joint. Harlem World Breaker, my brother. Salute to you. Salute. Markel. Salute. Appreciate y'all brothers being in the joint. Let me see, man. Let me cut these wrangles off over here, man. All this vibration going on, man. We don't need all this in our live right now. We gotta cut all this vibration off, man. Leave it to my vibration. We'll turn this thing on down, man. We don't need the vibration. Let's give the people a few minutes to get up in the joint, man. I know we've been pushing it without. I've been having a little trouble with my MacBook Pro, man. I think I'm gonna have to go ahead, man, and take that thing on in. I'm gonna have to send it in to Apple, man. I'm trying to wait till the first of the year to go ahead and give me a desktop, man. But that Apple desktop, man, that boy, for what I need to do that Apple desktop about 10 bands, man. So I'm trying to hold off. You know, maybe I'll try to make a run on it after on Black Friday, man, just to see what kind of deals they're gonna toss on it, man. But that thing gonna set me back by 10 band. But I need it, man. I'm doing all the 4K content, then just a couple other things, man. But right now, I'm gonna start live streaming on my Helios Predator 300. Yeah, my Helios Predator 300, man. I ain't messed with it since I got the MacBook Pro. So I'm gonna do content on this one and stream on the other one, man. But we'll get it set up. Kazan, what's up, brother? Salute to you. Adam Durden, salute. King Abraham, what's up, bro? Salute. Let's get the people, man, just a few minutes to get in here, man. Now I want to show y'all something, man. I'm gonna show y'all a picture right quick and just let y'all marinate on this picture right here. Because this is gonna be a great segue into today's show. Now that picture, man, was a picture of me. That was a picture of my Escalade that I flipped in 2012. And I should have been dead, man. I should have been dead. But I was driving on the interstate. And had to swerve and miss something. The next thing I know, man, I'm going end over end. I thought I was dead for a minute. All that powder from the airbag was all over the place, man. Upside down, light was on, battery was outside the vehicle. I don't even know how the lights were still on, but the battery was gone. Battery wasn't even in the car no more. I thought that's where I was at, man. I started looking at a man waiting to see if I could see somebody walking close to me. Then I heard the police siren whoop by. They actually had to go up to the next exit and get back on to come where I was, man. But at that point in my life, man, like I thought I was dead, man. And from that point on, I said, man, I got to be on a mission. This was before, of course, this was way before I started creating content and all that, man. I said, I got to be on a mission, man. And so I started making a transition in my life at that point, man. And what you have to keep in mind is that I could have let that do whatever I wanted it to do to me. But you know what I did? I said, let me assess my life and see if I'm everywhere I need to be, because I need to find peace. And that led me to building up the technique, the method, the path to giving myself a chance to find peace. See, here's the thing. Peace ain't hard to find, but we tend to get in our own way and present ourselves from finding peace. Let me tell you 2 things you need. 2 things you must have in order for you to find peace. Somebody put it in the chat. Anybody who can take a guess, any one of these 2 things. You ain't got to best guess both of them. Give me one of them. Now, and let me stop everybody before you say, we ain't talking about a relationship with God. We know that one already. We put God first. Give me 2 things that you as a man need, as an individual man, in order for God to even give you the tools that you need and bless you with the power, strength, motivation, focus, and determination to find peace. There are 2 things you need. Y'all give me one of them. Warhammer, appreciate the 2 bone, man. To me, having peace is more important than money. It is, bro. Because peace will make you blow your brain. And not having peace will make you blow your brains. You got to leave the money behind. Harlem World Breaker, salute, my brother, formerly known as SJ3. Appreciate the 5 bone, man. Salute the realest of the real. Salute to you, bro. I got discipline. I got purpose. I got understanding. All great answers. All great answers. There were 2 things you need. First, before you even start your pursuit of peace of mind. And it's because these 2 things result in cleaning up the things you need to clean out of your life that'll hold you back. Purpose, discipline, understanding, all phenomenal answers. But here's the 2 things you need. You need forgiveness and you need appreciation. Before you could do anything, before you could find your purpose, before you could have discipline, before you could have understanding, before you have knowledge of self, you need to move these 2 things out of your way. Lack of forgiveness and lack of appreciation. See, when I was doing them flips in that car, man, I knew I was about to die. I knew in my mind, I had accepted the fact that I was about to die. I was just waiting to die at any time. I'm flipping and I'm like, okay, here we go. Okay, death, where are you? All right, this is the 3rd flip. Oh, we're going to 1 more. This has got to be the one. Come on, death, where are you? And then when the car, when the truck settled down, resting on the roof, it's like, death didn't hurt so bad after all. But once I got out of there, you know what I developed? An appreciation, a simple appreciation for the fact that I woke up and I wasn't dead. Like waking up every morning and you ain't dead. If you can't appreciate that every morning, I'm talking about that should never slip your mind. You should never wake up and go throughout your day and forget that you didn't wake up dead. People wake up and pray in the morning by routine. Oh, I just wake up and I pray every morning. Then I work out every morning. Then I have my shake every morning. Then I meditate every morning. No, this isn't about routine. This is about you remembering that you have life today. That's how you get your focus. Because when you remember you have life today, you also remember that you may not have life tomorrow. So you better make the best of today. That's how you get knowledge of self. Knowledge of self is that, man, I can't even control whether I live or die. I can't waste no time. I don't need to be wasting no time because I don't know how much time I got left. I'm just a fickle human being. Physically, we are the weakest creatures on the planet. The only way we're able to dominate is because the really fierce creatures are spread out really far and need to eat things that aren't us, or they're really, really small. Imagine if fire ants were the size of dogs. The world would be childless. They'd be picking off our children and taking them to a colony, man, just to have something to eat on. And some of us too. Imagine the mosquitoes were the size of rats. You know how much blood a mosquito will suck out of you? Boy, they'd be vampires. Like physically, we are the most fickle because we are the least resilient physically. Physically, we're not resilient. Mentally and emotionally, yes. Physically, we're not. We can't really adapt to much. Like there's just not much we can do physically. That's why we're so inclined to make ourselves look better and look stronger and look fitter and look this, because we know that it's just a look for us. You look at a gorilla like he'll beat the brakes off for you. Guess what? He will. And not an orangutan, but a chimpanzee look like he'll beat the brakes off for you. Guess what? It will. A shark looks like it'll bite a big chunk out of you, enough of a chunk, man, to leave you dead. Guess what? It will. An anaconda looks like it'll wrap around you and swallow you whole. Guess what? If it's big enough, it will. See, when we look at animals, we know what they can do. We know a yellow jacket. The yellow jacket is small, but boy, we know if enough of them get on you and sting you, boy, them things that they'll light you up. We know that. We don't have to guess it. There are no yellow jackets that can't sting like the rest of them. There are no rattlesnakes that can't bite and inject venom like the rest of them. There are no sharks that can't bite chunks of flesh out of you like the rest of them. But there are some human beings who aren't as strong as they look physically, and there are some human beings who are stronger than they look physically, and there are some human beings who don't look as good as you think they look physically, and there are some human beings who look better than you think they look physically. Physicality is not our domain. Spirituality is our domain. And forgiveness and appreciation is how you realize who you are. Forgiveness is about, if you don't learn forgiveness, you will always have a grudge against somebody. You can't grow as a man if you've got a grudge against somebody. You can't grow as a man if you've got a grudge against a woman, against a man. You can't grow as a woman if you have a grudge against a man. That's why if you meet a woman and she's been in a relationship and she's still angry with a man from her past, you must flee. You cannot develop anything positive with her because she has not mastered the art of forgiveness. And more than forgiving other people, you got to forgive yourself. All the mistakes you made. Okay, you missed opportunities because you chose to do something else. Okay, you missed opportunities because you were stuck on stupid. Okay, you missed opportunities because you were lazy. Okay, you went left when you should have went right, ended up doing some time. Okay, you ended up getting shot. Okay, you ended up, letting yourself go, gaining weight. Okay, all of those things, you have to forgive yourself for those things. You can't embrace the type of love you need to have for yourself if at first you don't forgive yourself for all of the things that you think you've done wrong to either harm yourself or be a detriment to your own development as a human being. Now let's get into it. There are some things that you must be prepared to change immediately in order to give yourself a chance to find peace. Most of us grow up in environments that aren't peaceful, but we stay in those environments even when we don't have to. You know how many people stay in the hood even when they don't have to? You know how many people get to a point where they never have to see the hood again and they choose to stay there no matter how much money they get, no matter how much fame they get, no matter how much success they get, no matter how many opportunities they get to leave, they stay there because they don't want to change their environment because those people don't want to give themselves a chance to find peace. You're not obligated to any environment. Man, let me tell you something. Anytime you hear somebody say, I owe the hood, man, you don't owe the hood nothing. Every damn thing that's wrong with you as a human being, you got from the hood. Everything that's wrong with you as a human being was developed in that environment. The fact that you made it out of that environment and you dedicate making it out of that environment to that environment, as opposed to dedicating to God for moving in your life, getting you out of there, how are you going to dedicate your movement from an environment that was holding you back to that same environment that was holding you back? But when you hear things like that, you realize people don't understand the pursuit of peace. There's no way you can live in the hood. Man, listen, let me tell you something. All the time I spent in the hood, and I'm blessed enough to have lived outside of the hood before I was in the hood. So I saw about 11 or 12 years that weren't hood at all. Yeah, I came into contact with cats from the hood, but at 12, I was thrust knee deep into it. And I knew then how far behind the curve I was because, man, I had homies, man, who were 12, 13, man, they was already driving their own cars. We had a homie in the hood, man. He was so short, man. He used to ride on phone books in his car. Be sitting all the way up to the edge of the seat on phone book, but he had his own whip. 13. Man, 13, I hadn't even been behind the wheel of a car, I don't think. Unless I was younger, sitting in my dad's lap. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, these kids, so I knew then that was a different environment, but I didn't know what it was. But as I got older, I realized that these kids never had an opportunity to be kids. You know how deprived you are if you never had an opportunity to be a child? If you hit the ground running, providing for yourself? Listen, you know how long a kid been hustling if he already got a car at 13? You know how long a kid been hustling? I got partners, man, that started moving work when they were 10, 11. 10, 11. So you got to keep in mind that you have to be willing to change your environment. I'm talking about not change your environment because you get ran out of your environment. I'm talking about change your environment because you realize how negative it is. You have to understand what's negative in your life. If you don't understand what the negativity is, you sure can't find the peace. If you're in a negative environment and you think it's peace, why you think the peace is negative? That's why you're called a sellout if you move out of that environment. Okay. That's why you never go back. If you move out, they call you a sellout. Okay, cool. I'm a sellout. I'm a sellout. I'm going to go right over there. I ain't coming back no more. No need for me to come where you guys have declared me enemy. Enemy number one. Grew up around here. Came up with some of you guys. Helped some of you guys get money. And now I'm a sellout because I'm gone. Okay, fine. I promise you, you'll need me before I need you again. Famo, salute. So also, oh man, just in case y'all think I'm drinking some type of soda, son, man. So Ozarka water, man. Ozarka sparkling spring water, man. Got a little twist of lime in it. Of course, I got a sugar-free wild black cherry lime, little additive in it, man. So anyway, let's get it, man. Another thing, with that environment, you have to learn to turn your back on people. Here's the thing about turning your back on people. You're not turning your back on people. You're turning your face towards your future. So when somebody say, man, you're just going to leave us behind, man, blah, blah. I ain't leaving you behind. I'm going the way I'm supposed to be. I ain't leaving you. I'm going there. What I'm going to do? I'm going to stay here with you and let it leave me. That's my opportunity. I can't let my opportunity leave me because you don't want me to leave you. Hey, man, opportunity to knock it. I'm finna go to the door. No, answer the door, bro. Stay here with us, man. Don't answer that door for opportunity, man. Bro, opportunity at the door. I'm gone. Your pursuit of peace is not in the environment you're in. If that's the case, you'd have peace in that environment. Whether you married, whether you live with your family, whether you at the wrong school, whether you at the wrong job, whether you at the wrong church, whatever it is you're doing in your life, if you're not getting peace where you are, that's because there is no peace there for you. Now, that may be somebody else's peace. All of us aren't going to find peace in the same place. That may be somebody else's peaceful zone. But if you ain't finding no peace, it ain't yours. And you know, people stay in that environment and keep trying to make adjustments to themselves. Oh, well, it could be me. Maybe it's me. I'm the best person. I've done some dirt in my life. You know, and that's how they'll keep you tied into a place. You ain't perfect. He who went without sin, let him cast the first stone. There you go. There go my stone. You have to understand that family is family by blood. But that does not mean they are meant to travel your journey in life. Yes, you were born into a family, but you are an individual who must blaze your own path. There is a path for your life. There's a path for your life. And you got to follow that path. And you got to be honest with yourself about how negative those people are. Friends are even worse. Friends think that if you don't take them with you, it's because you wasn't a good friend. Hey, bro, it ain't my job to carry you with me. Now, if you could find something to do to benefit the process, come on. But as far as me carrying you, come on, bro, jump on. I'll tote you. No. That's another way to deprive yourself of peace, because you're not going to have any peace when you know you're carrying dead weight. The most unpeaceful state for a man in business is to be carrying dead weight, to be doing all the work and somebody else reaping the benefits for work they're not doing. That's the whole thing with me about a job. Now, if I had to work a job, I would do that. You got to do what you got to do, man. Take care of your seeds. You got to do what you got to do. Take care of yourself. You got to do what you got to do to live the lifestyle you want to live. But here's the thing. The goal is to move yourself out of that environment, because it's not because it makes you less of a man or it makes you bad or jobs are bad or anything. It's because you're doing the lion's share of work for the money that's created from your work. So if what you're doing creates 500 bands and they give you 50 bands a year, you think you're doing good by comparison to minimum wage. We got to stop comparing ourselves to the bottom. That's another way to deprive yourself of finding peace, because when you compare yourself to the worst possible scenario, anything is much better. Almost anything you compare to minimum wage is better. You got people, man, that's living off $12 an hour, man. Trying to take care of family off $12 an hour. They got a crib. They got car notes. They got children. They got all these things trying to take care of, man, off $12 an hour, man. $12 an hour. So if you're making $15 an hour, you're like, oh, yeah, I'm doing good. Guess what? $15 an hour. You still struggling when you got responsibilities like that. You can't find peace of mind when you got financial struggles. There is no peace of mind in financial struggles. Now, peace of mind will allow you to grasp your financial struggle and it won't be struggle. But here's the thing. You are downsized to where you need to downsize to. You're downgrade to where you need to downgrade to, man. Let me tell you something, brother. I am not. That's why, man, listen. I used to be draped up and dripped out when I was 20, 21. Every day, draped up, dripped out. I'm talking about walking up in the jewelry store, buying a piece of jewelry, man, just because I ain't had nothing else to do that day. It's a drought. I'm out there spending money. I'm gone. Buying stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just in the store, man, just trying on reptile shoes, man. I'm pretty much just modeling in the mirror, man, just checking myself out, man, because I ain't got nothing better to do. Blowing bags. You know what I'm saying? But for me, the only reason I did that is because there was not much else I could do with the money. The money was not legal. There's just not much else I could do with it. All you can do is blow it. You know what I'm saying? That's all you can do is blow it and maybe try to wash it, but who you gonna trust to really wash it? If they wash it, they get jammed up, they talking. Because you got to have a legit businessman to wash it if you want to wash it the right way. So all you can do is blow it, but making legit money, man, I'm not finna blow no money on no stupid shit like that, man. I'm not gonna do that. And it ain't gonna work for me. Because I already know it's only worth nothing. It's only worth the image that you can put off with it. And if you are focused on an image that you have towards society, or how society views you, what you look like to abroad, or what you look like to these guys, or any of that, man, if you focus on that, man, you ain't gonna find no peace of mind, because that's a never-ending climb into futility. You're always gonna be trying to look like, because somebody gonna have a bigger watch than you, somebody gonna have a bigger chain than you, somebody gonna have a nicer whip than you, somebody gonna have a nicer crib than you, somebody gonna have all of that. And if that's your game, you're never going to find peace of mind, because every time you level off, it's going to be something new to get. It's going to be a new level of impressiveness that you need to have. And enemies are the absolute biggest trap that everyone has. The trap. Enemies are a trap. Because technically speaking, the majority of the time, your enemies don't exist. Hold on, man. Y'all hold on for a minute. I thought I had turned that ring off, man. Y'all bear with me. All right. So your enemies don't exist. Most time they're just haters, man. They are just haters. They're just people who see it, don't like it, got some negative to say about it. If all somebody can do is talk, they're not an enemy. They're just a hater. They don't matter. But if you allow those haters to live in your mind as enemies, then you're worried about them. If you got enemies, I'm just going to be honest with you. If you got real enemies, you need to be concerned. Because real enemies want to see you out of here. And they're willing to do what it takes to get you out of here. That's what enemies do. Enemies, everybody, y'all know what enemies are. You ain't got no enemies online unless you and your real enemies are online going back and forth. But you don't create, man, you ain't got no enemies. You just got haters. Haters are negative naysayers. Your enemies are people that know you. Either personally or very intimately. You know what I'm saying? If you got somebody, a government agency might be your enemy. They know you. Know you better than your mama do, for real. Or most people, maybe not better than your mom, but know you better than most people. But as far as people, individuals go, man, you ain't got no enemies. You got haters. You got people that want you to focus on them so you can't focus on you. They know if they get you to focus on them, you're going to slow down some. They feel like if you slow down some, they may be able to catch you. Or if not, they know how it is, because those people that haters, man, they watch opportunities pass them by. And they know that if you let the opportunity pass you by, it's not just going to stay there and wait on you. Opportunity don't be like, hey, you ready? No, I ain't ready yet. Opportunity stay right there. All right, man, I'm just chilling. Opportunity next year. Hey, man, you ready now? No, man, give me one more year. Okay, man, I'm going to give you one more year, man. I'm going to go over here and chill with these chicks over here, man. We're going to hang out. Hey, you ready now? Hey, bro, I ain't lying, man. Give me 2 more months, man, and I'm going to be ready. All right, dog, this just 2 more months, man. Opportunity don't do that. They know that. And so they know if they can slow you down, they can stop you from pursuing your opportunities. So you'll be just like them. Wondering, what if? What if? What if? What if I had not worried about the people? What if I had been willing to change my environment? What if I had been willing to change the influences that I allow to have an effect on me? You know how many people are influenced by social media, man? There is no way you can be influenced by social media and find peace of mind. Ain't no peace of mind in social media. Ain't no peace on social media. You can't find no peace, man, if you live in that social media life. Because there's always something to tap into your emotion. There's always something to make you mad, make you glad, make you sad. They always sensationalize something to make you feel some kind of way. Feel some kind of way. Whenever you feel some kind of way, you can't think no kind of way. You dig? When you in your feelings, you are outside of your brain. Because ain't no feelings in your brain, home. Ain't no feelings in your soul. People say, I feel it in my soul. No, you don't. You either see it, hear it in your soul. You don't feel it in your soul. Stop lying. A lot of men are caught up with women, chasing them, treating women like the prize, doing anything. Just doing anything that it takes to be able to say, hey, I got the woman. Ain't no peace of mind with that. There is no peace of mind in this society particularly, but any society. When you go to patriarchal societies, man, they don't pursue women. They don't chase women. They don't go running around taking women on all these dates. Dating is pretty much an American thing, and it trickles over into Canada some, and it may be a little bit in Europe, but in most places, man, it's just not like that. There ain't a whole lot of dating going on. A group of people may hang out, but man, this dating game over here, it's crazy, man. It's raucous, man. And it's just a waste of time. There is no peace. If you're doing anything in your life that can't ever bring you peace, then you're a fool. You've been a fool. You're treating yourself like you don't love yourself. Peace is hard to come by, man, if you're not pursuing it. Peace don't just knock on your door. You got to pursue peace. You got to build an environment of peace of mind around yourself. And a lot of men can't do that, man, because in the environment of peace of mind, and a whole bunch of women chasing in that, man. Not a whole lot at all. I'm talking about, listen, bro, there's very little chasing. In that environment. Absolutely very little chasing. Another thing is this. Men have to stop shunning righteousness. You have to stop acting like being righteous is a bad thing. You have to stop acting like righteousness doesn't exist. So there's no need to try to be good. There's no need to try to be right. There's no need to try to live by any statute or code or use any type of guide for your moral conduct. There's no, don't worry about it. You just got to do what you got to do in this world. Don't worry about trying to be good or be fair with people. Don't worry about that. No one else is fair. Don't you be fair. Don't worry about that. Man, you can't worry about that because you ain't going to get no peace in that. There ain't no peace in always getting over on people because you got to worry about people always getting over on you. You don't have to be a crook to not have people get over on you. You just have to be a man who stands firm on what you will and won't accept. That's another form of peace. I'm going to stand on what I will and won't accept. I'm not going to accept that, so whatever. That trickles into relationships as well. Okay, this is what I want. Woman can't give me that. I'm done. I'm not accepting anything other than that. That's all that's going to work for me. That's going to work for me. If she can't do that, fine. I only been knowing her for a little while anyway. So what? There ain't no such thing as, ooh, my life going to be over if I don't have that woman. Because let me tell you something, bro. And I'm going to tell you it one time. I'm going to tell you it forever. And they're going to roast people the wrong way, mostly women. But I'm going to tell you like this. You ain't going to never get peace of mind in a woman. Peace don't come from him. Turmoil and chaos come from him. The only way a woman has peace is if she follows a peaceful man. If she follows a man who has developed an environment of peace in his life. And she integrates herself into that environment in a submissive, feminine way. Otherwise, her life is going to be pretty tumultuous. She may have some even keel times where things level off, but her life going to be up and down like a roller coaster. Find me a woman who's lived 30 years, whose life ain't been up and down like a roller coaster for at least the last 5. Their lives just go up and down like a roller coaster. Because there ain't no peace of mind there. Now, if a woman fresh out of a tumultuous relationship where, yeah, she can find peace, but it ain't really peace. It's just something better than a tumultuous relationship. But that ain't peace. That's rest. She needs some rest. As soon as that rest is over, her life begins to be tumultuous again. That's how she'll end up out of one relationship and be right back in the same kind of relationship. Why? Because she cannot embrace peace. She needs to be guided into peace. She needs to be led into peace. And that's why we demand that a woman follows us. If you're going to be in my life, you got to follow me to a T, because I'm the one that's going to be leading to peace. You're not. You don't have any input on the direction. I tell you where we're going. You look at that map and tell me, do I turn up here? Oh, don't worry about it. I use navigation. You just feed me my food from over there. When we pull up at the gas tank, you get out and pump this gas. I'm doing our driving. I bought the car. I'm paying for the car, paying for the food, paying for the trip, paying for everything. Get out and pump the gas. Least you can do, pump the gas. And I know somebody gonna say, man, that's low down, man. What kind of man gonna make one pump the gas? A man who does everything else? Y'all crazy. See, even that ain't peace of mind. Trying to live up to the standard of some guys who believe that you're supposed to do everything. Come on, man. You got to follow your spirit. And I know your spirit ain't telling you you're supposed to do everything. That's trying to impress people. Oh, my woman ain't never got to pump no gas. My woman ain't never got to take no trash out. Man, let me tell you something. If I'm paying every doggone bill in the house, oh, she going to take that trash out. She going to take that trash out. Taking the trash out is part of cleaning up the house. Everything that's in the trash comes from cleaning up the house. I ain't brought it in from outside and put it in the trash. You know what I'm saying? Everything that's in the trash comes from inside the house, which is her domain. If she's taking care of the house, keeping the house clean, that's her bag. That's her trash. She can take that out. All she got to do is take it right out there. The garbage can right out there in the garage. All she got to do is put it in there and roll it out. And something may happen to her. I'm in the house, ain't that going to happen to her? But these guys say, man, you're supposed to take care, pay all the bills, you're supposed to go out there, you're supposed to cut the grass, you're supposed to take the trash, you're supposed to do all that. Says who? Says who? What the woman's supposed to do? Well, she ain't supposed to do nothing. See, that'll rob you of your peace of mind, man. That'll rob you of your peace of mind. Trying to do everything for somebody. Man, I'm not going to do everything for nobody. Nobody. I'm not going to do everything for nobody but a newborn baby. From the very moment that, from the very first time I see that baby hold that bottle, I ain't never holding it no more. Ever. Ever. When I say ain't never holding no more, once I see you can do it, oh, you got it. So let's say if you out of town, who gonna take trash out? She gonna take trash out then? Let's say you gone for 2 weeks. For them 2 weeks, every trash day that comes, she gonna take that trash out. So why when you get back, you gotta all of a sudden pick that up? I'm telling you, man, it's nuts out here. Another thing is this, man. Finances. You have to understand that your money is not meant to be tricked off. Your money is not meant to be just spent frivolously. Any money you make is meant to become an employee of yours. Make your money work for you. If you don't make your money work for you, then you're gonna be working for money forever. The goal is to make money and make money work for you so you can stop working for money so much. The ultimate goal is to not work for money. The ultimate goal is to wake up every day and do something that you have a passion for, whether you make money from it or not. The goal is to make your money work for you, where you can maintain the lifestyle that you want to live without even going to work. Literally, get up in the morning, go to the gym, come back, hit the shower, take a nap, go play golf, come back, eat, go out dancing, come back, go to bed. You can do that for 5 days and make money. That's the thing. That's the goal. The goal is not to work until you're 65, man. Who the hell want to work until they're 65? I don't want to be getting up every day going to a job until I'm 65. Honestly, man, by the time you get about 55, man, you be ready. You don't want to do that no more. Especially you've been doing it for 25 years. That's crazy. Really, when you really think about it, 35 years. But if you're living a life that society tells you to live, then you're not going to find peace. Peace is about finding your path, figuring out what the end goal is on that path, and meeting that goal, and not doing anything that knocks you off of that path. Peace comes from you being where you want to be, doing what you want to be doing in the way you want to be doing it. That's peace. So the main thing is, man, you got to be true to yourself. You got to know what you want. You got to know what you like. You got to know where you want to be. You know how easy it is to change environments. You know how easy it is to change environments. Buckle down in the environment you're in right now. Don't spend nothing. Man, let me tell you something. Don't buy no shoes. Don't buy clothes. Don't trick off on no pros. Don't do none of that, man, for a year and just stack. Don't do nothing but stack. I'm talking about, man, eat the cheapest thing you can eat, man, and still get some nutrition out of it, man. Eat the cheapest thing you can eat. Drink water. Don't buy nothing else but water. Matter of fact, buy you a Brita, put it on your counter, put it on your faucet in the kitchen, and you ain't even got to buy no water. Stack that paper up for a year, man. Decide where you want to go and get there. Because you already know where you want to be. It don't matter what nobody else say, man. You can't live your life for nobody else. You can't live your life for nobody else. You simply can't. You can't. You have responsibilities. You take care of those responsibilities. But as far as living for someone, man, you got to live for you. Anybody else you living for could die tomorrow. If you die tomorrow, it don't matter. It's all over anyway. Anybody else you living for could die tomorrow. Then you've been on this path all this time living for that person. Now they're gone. So you got to start over and start living for yourself. Live for yourself. Take care of the people you want to take care of. Take care of the people you need to take care of. Take care of the people you're responsible for taking care of. But live for you. Live for you, man. Get to the place you want to be. Get to that place that you know is going to bring you peace every day when you wake up and say, man, I'm here. That place could be anywhere in the world. It could be anywhere in the country. It could be another city in your state. It could be another subdivision in your city. It could be the other side of town. You just got to go there. You got to go where you want to be before you can even do the things that you want to do. Because peace of mind starts from environment. Peace of mind starts from waking up every day with peace. Waking up every day, man. Listen, if you live somewhere and it's too noisy, man, you know how you can't have peace where you always feeling some kind of way about the noise. If the noise is agitating you, bro, you can't have peace. Peace is so strict that you have to make a bunch of things change in order to have that peace. Because you got to be responsible for your joy. Nobody else responsible for it. That's why we say, well, you make me so happy. Man, when woman tell me I make her happy, I be like, man, you confused. I don't make you happy. I don't make you happy. You just come into my environment that's happy, and then you soak up some of my happiness, and you think I make you happy. I don't. Because when you go back home, you be right back to your same self. If I make you happy, then when you go home, you'll still be happy. Light bulb click on her head. Yeah, you know what? You're right. I ain't happy. That's why I like to come around you, because I feel happy when I'm around you. Nope, you don't feel happy. You just get my environment is so full of joy that you got to leave your bull on the outside. You got to leave your crap on the outside of the door. There's two big buff stones at the front of the door, and they're like, hey, Shaw, you gotta leave that negative energy outside. We ain't gonna let you in here. Shed all that stuff out. Take all that drum and leave it outside. Matter of fact, take it back out there in your car. Don't even bring it in the building. Take it back out there. You take that stuff back to your car. You come inside. You get to enjoy the joy. You get to experience the joy. You have to, man, put God first in all you do. And you have to put yourself second. God, then you. However you want to line it up after that is on you. Don't matter to me. Do whatever you want to do. But put God, then you. That's it. Proper order. Nobody can ever come between you and the Most High. You can't let that happen. The moment you let that happen, your opportunity to pursue peace is gone. You don't even remember what peace feels like. If that's how you make yourself responsible for your joy, you've got to be responsible for eliminating the things that you know rob you of your joy. Because without joy, there is no peace. You have to live a life of joy. Living a life of joy is peace. Living a life of joy gives you an environment of peace. That's all this is about, homies. Living a life of joy creates an environment of peace. So you got to make sure you protect that peace. You got to make sure you protect that joy. You got to make sure that you put all those things on the forefront of the things that are valuable to you. And you have to fight every day to protect them. You're not fighting to keep your joy. You're fighting to defend it. You're not fighting to keep your peace of mind. You're fighting to defend it. You're not fighting to defend your alpha energy. You're not fighting to keep your alpha energy. You're fighting to defend it. Against all attacks on all fronts. And it all starts with forgiveness of yourself, of those who have crossed you, of those who will cross you. You got to pre-forgive people. You got to already have a mind of forgiveness. So if somebody crosses you, they're just being an evil person. You can't hold a grudge against someone for being wicked. You have to look at yourself and say, why couldn't I tell that person was wicked? When you surround yourself in a peace of mind state, in a peaceful environment, and your life is filled with joy, negative energy sticks out like a sore thumb. You can see it from a mile away. But the more you surround yourself with negative energy, the less likely you are to be able to decipher that negative energy, because it's just piled in with the rest. And you don't know it's negative until it gets too close. When you let that negative energy carrying person get too close, that's when you realize it. That's why you got to keep that environment of peace. You got to keep that environment of joy. You got to keep that environment of righteousness. You got to keep that environment of godliness around you. And that's how you keep those people who are going to bring you negative energy away. It don't matter how beautiful she is. If she's bringing you negative energy, you got to get rid of it. It don't matter how much money you can make with that person. If he's bringing you negative energy, you got to get rid of it. It don't matter how much you love that environment, how loyal you are to that environment, how loyal you think that environment is to you. You got to eliminate that environment. You got to keep it away from you. You got to cut it off, man. This is your life we're talking about. Nobody else cares about it. Nobody else cares about your life enough to fight for it, to fight to defend the things that are valuable to you. No one's going to do that but you. You got to be the one. You have to. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to God to do everything in your power to protect the peace of mind that you have been blessed to find. And even if you haven't found it yet, being on the path to pursue it is one of the greatest experiences you'll ever have. So enjoy the experience. Enjoy the moment of realizing that, oh, I'm on the path to peace of mind. It'll forever change your life. Appreciate y'all brothers being in the building, man. Famo, SJ3, man. I appreciate y'all, all the rest of the brothers being in the building. Everybody that's watching, man, that's not in the chat. I appreciate all y'all being in the building, man. It's been real in the field. Hey, got a great piece of content coming up for y'all on the BOA channel, where this chick says a good woman will let her man cheat in peace because a man who provides and protects deserves that. Great piece of content, man. I appreciate y'all brothers being in the building, man. I see y'all tonight on the BOA show. Tonight's show will be 10 things you must put in place before you even think about women that will change the way you view women. It's going to be a phenomenal piece of content, man. Y'all be ready for that. Y'all put God first. Keep grinding and growing, my brothers. Peace.